Mr. President, dear friends, first of all, I'd like to thank the hosts of the Congress, the Partido Popular, and in particular, its President and Prime Minister of Spain, Mariano Rajoy, for their exceptional organization and warm hospitality. I would also, thank you. There was no doubt about your success. After all, you're doing so many for Spain. So it was obvious that you were to be successful in organizing the Congress. I would also like to congratulate our President, Joseph Daul, for his well-deserved re-election, as well as the new leadership of the EPP that will receive its mandate by the Congress. Dear friends, at this Congress, we are not only called upon to elect the new leadership, but to also engage in an introspective exercise, of course with an extrovert point of view on what has been achieved, but also what our vision and goals must be for the years ahead. With political courage, honesty, and our common vision, we must put solid foundations for the coming years, building on the party platform formulated at the EPP Congress, Statutory Congress, which took place in 2012 in Bucharest. We must seize the moment to ensure that the first European party, which pioneered the European political scene since 1976, remains at the forefront of political developments as their driving force. And we must strive to do so by remaining faithful to our fundamental values: solidarity and subsidiarity, shared responsibility, justice and equality. Mr. President, this meeting is certainly timely as it comes at a critical moment of great challenges for Europe. I'm of the opinion that in order to meet these great challenges, we require even greater determination to surpass them and transform them into opportunities. Europe has done it in the past, and it can do it again. The economic crisis, which still lingers, has been succeeded by the migration crisis that has knocked on Europe's door and has revealed cracks in the political construction we all reside in. This crisis that we are facing is one of enormous proportions, and it has a human face, that of the hundreds of thousands of refugees that have been forced to flee their countries in search of safer lives for them and their families. I'm convinced that it is a crisis that can only be addressed if all member states demonstrate our joint solidarity, assume our shared responsibility, and address its root causes, which include the Middle East problem, the growing threat of ISIS, extremism, the situation in Syria, Iraq, Libya, and Afghanistan. In fact, the EU has no other option than becoming more actively involved and visible in the search for a solution to these problems. Cyprus fully shares and endorses the humanitarian assistance and the efforts undertaken towards those people and forced to migrate. At the same time, we do not overlook the huge burdens and the consequent repercussions for those countries which have been receiving and sheltering the thousands of refugees. In this respect, we fully welcome the recent relevant decisions by the European Council, and we are ready to positively contribute towards their implementation, provided that all relevant stakeholders fully respect and fulfill their obligation vis-à-vis the European Union and all, I'm underlining, all its member states. We stand ready to assume an even more active role in the EU's efforts to become more involved in the quest for solutions to the problems that not only our southern neighborhood, but also our eastern neighborhood, and in particular, Ukraine faces. Problems that these days are to a large extent also Europe's problems. Dear friends, working towards this end, I am pleased to inform you that since the end of May, a new round of negotiations for a comprehensive settlement of the Cyprus problem is underway, while the choice of a new Turkish Cypriot leader has improved the climate in the negotiations and some progress has been achieved, significant challenges in important aspects of the Cyprus problem still remain. I have to say that I am committed to tirelessly work towards finding a solution. And we shall succeed at the very end, I'm sure, with the contribution of all stakeholders and all of those involved. The EU's more active involvement in the negotiations with the European Commission Special Advisor on the Cyprus problem is a welcome development for which I wish to express my sincere appreciation and thanks to Jean-Claude Juncker. After all, the Cyprus problem, dear friends, is a European problem and it requires European solutions. A European solution that will safeguard and respect human rights and fundamental freedoms, and which will be in compliance with EU law, values and principles. A solution that will allow Cyprus to be an active and valuable EU member state that will facilitate and not be forced to hinder EU decision-making. It is well known that Turkey holds the most critical link to the puzzle of a solution to the Cyprus problem. In this respect, I am adamant that a solution to the Cyprus problem will benefit not only Cyprus and its people, Greek or Turkish Cypriots, but also EU-Turkey and EU-NATO relations. We do hope that Turkey will rise to challenge. Mr. President, dear friends, it is obvious that peace and stability form the cornerstone of prosperity and hold the key for the further development of the European Union. Together, all EPP members, with determination and hard work, we can fulfill the visions of the EU's founding fathers, as well as our common one, to deliver to the next generation a better future, a more and better Europe, a Europe of solidarity and shared responsibility dedicated to its people and their prosperity. Thank you very much for your attention.